What makes you feel loved? Sex, right? If we stop giving you sex,
I ain't getting no booty if you ain't making me feel loved and secure.
Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Brent in Miami. Please go ahead and like and subscribe so we can keep bringing you these bangers. I was recording this other show and the conversation went left. We started talking about whether a wife is required to have sex with her husband. You know, like, that's the question. Let's get into it. And we've got the wifey and her hairstylist talking about it. So stay tuned.
your way is sex. Our way is other ways of feeling loved. If I did not want to have sex with you as your wife, then you would not feel loved. You would not feel like, what's wrong with me? Why wouldn't my wife want to have sex with me? That's the only way you feel loved. For me, our love is different.
Okay, all right. So not every time she's gonna be in the mood to. But hey, not every time you're in the mood to go to work, not every time you're in the mood to pay the bills, but you've got to do it. It's part of, because as a husband, you can't get sex anywhere else, correct? You're the wife is the only game in town. That's what you got. Okay, so if the wife,
no one else is gonna give me butterflies. No one else is. If someone else give me butterflies, it's gonna draw me towards somebody else. So you need to keep giving me butterflies.
So unsure. He's like, why are you on my show?
The guy does have to make an effort to show the woman
like
love.
To feel loved and appreciated. We don't like.
We need security.
Yes, there you go.
But I think to your point, a man being consistent gives us the security, but it needs to be consistent with affection and appreciation. And it could be anything. Write me a note. That doesn't cost any money, but it will give me the butterflies or whatever your wife's love language is. But it needs to be consistent, to your point. But you ain't getting no booty if you ain't making me feel loved and secure. But you ain't getting no booty if you ain't making me feel loved and secure.
But sex is not a currency either. It's not an exchange, meaning that you do this, we have sex. It's not that. Okay? So that's what a lot of women, they use sex as a tool for their husband.
You can say that you're like, let me take out the trash, clean the thing. Oh, maybe I'm gonna get some booty tonight.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works.
I know that's not how it works, but I know that's what you do.
No, I do it because I need to do it. I need to take care of business. No,
sometimes
not because I want reward. No, it's not a reward system. Okay, that's not the tool. It's not a reward system. It's do you think it is right for a woman to have sex anytime, a married woman to have sex anytime her husband wants? No, you don't.
For me to have sex with my husband anytime he wants?
Yes.
No.
Okay, well, where is he supposed to get sex?
He needs it
from me.
Okay, so
hold on.
Or soup. Okay, you can have a seat here. Thank you.
Oh, we got another guest in here.
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. So if he can't have,
it's not withholding, but we have he knows that if the house is a mess, if I ask him,
we have to be in the mood.
Yes,
it's sex. If not, it just feels like rape or just doing it like.
I have a question for you. So do you have to? Okay, so for men, sex is like food. Okay, it's like food. So does he have to be in the mood to feed you?
Two completely opposite.
No, it's not. Yeah. I'm telling you the way the man thinks. I'm telling you the way the man thinks. So if you've committed to that person,
that's marriage counseling and a therapist said.
So if you said
Brent, listen.
Okay, go ahead.
No, he needs to lead and make me feel secure and loved. If you're home and you're laying on the couch and the house is a mess and the dishes aren't done and I come home from a long day at work and then you're like, hey, I'm tired and I got to do all my wifely duties, then it's like, you're not taking care of me, but now you want me to take care of you? That's not going to work. So if you create an environment for me to feel relaxed and safe and loved when I get home from work, then I can sit and spend time with you without having to do the other things. And then I'm inclined to be more open to your love because there's nothing else interfering with that.
That's a healthy
Healthy.
relationship. Yeah.
And it's worked for us in our marriage because we, that was one of
Then your wife wants to have sex with you versus being
forced because it's your duty.
or we're just doing it just to make you happy. One of us.
So I was confused there. So a guy has to do all of this stuff to have sex with his wife.
But it's not doing all of it.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you. Like literally,
it's not doing it for the reward. It's doing it to make your spouse feel good. Because you want us to be intimate with you to make you feel good and meet your needs, but what about our needs? And the Bible states it's the man who leads and then the woman follows. So even with the man needs to lead with the safety, the security, the environment for it to be a safe place to have love, then the woman will fall into line and do her duties because he's done his part.
Okay, so let me just summarize this. So you come home.
Oh, this is a constant ongoing battle in our.
You come home, the house is a mess. You won't have sex with your husband.
It puts us in the worst mood.
By the time I get to bed,
after we have to clean up the house.
This is a yes or no. Yeah. This is a
Women
yes
don't
or
want to
no.
come home to a messy, disgusting house.
This is a
so
yes.
Here's the thing: what we learned
Hold on. This is a yes or no answer. You come home, the house is a mess. Your husband wants to have sex with you.
Here's a third.
It's a yes,
one in here.
yes or no.
Hold on, brother. When you get married, it's 50-50. It's the wife is working long hours and put yourself on her shoes, and that was the opposite way. You come home from a long hour work and you find your house a holy mess, dirty dishes, bed was not made, food was not cooked. How in the hell would you feel? Boom.
Well, okay, so I have another.
Same way you feel.
Thank you. All right. Should a man ever deny his wife a kiss and a hug under any circumstances?
Huh?
Should a man ever deny his wife a kiss or a hug under any circumstances?
A kiss and a hug is completely different than getting.
Wait. No. Okay.
But no. Okay. Let's go with no. Let's see what your point is. No.
Okay. So a man should never deny his wife a kiss and a hug, right? Even the house was dirty, things.
Yeah, but that's a 1 second thing. I don't have to get naked, and I don't have to
Hold on. Let's see what his.
So you want to be able to deny a man sex, but it's okay for him for him not to. So what if he says, I don't want to hug you and kiss you because the house is not clean or something that you didn't do? Is that right for a man to do that?
I wouldn't.
If he was
a clean freak and an OCD.
Okay, so having sex to you is having a clean house for us. That's the level of importance. For a woman is a clean house. So my comfy environment for his wife to come home to, then you have met my need, which then in return I can meet your need. So it's finding out what's important to your wife, making sure her needs are met, and then in return your needs get met.
That was
wow. That was a lot there. Hold on, one second. And before y'all start going after me in the comments, I'm not talking about a man wanting to have sex during extreme situations, a death in the family, somebody's sick, they're not feeling well, a child is sick, or the woman is extremely tired, can barely walk up the steps. Nothing out of bounds or nothing. I'm talking about under normal circumstances where things are just normal. Okay, so let's just put that in perspective. So women feel overwhelmed with domestic tasks. Their idea is that my man didn't help me. I am overworked. I'm tired. I'm not in the mood for sex. So no sex for you, husband. Ladies, this is a recipe for disaster. If you want an unhappy man and if you want your marriage to break down, go down this path. Once a man stops having sex with his wife, all bets are off the table. Okay? You cannot deny your husband sex. He chose to marry you. He made a commitment to you to be with you and not have sex with anybody else. He didn't make a commitment to clean the house and do this, that, and the third. Now, when he has time, he can do that and help you, but that should not be a requirement for him having sex. Sex is supposed to be unconditional. Whether we're not talking about abuse or extreme manipulation, you need to get law enforcement or counseling, things like that. We're not talking about that. We're saying sex should not be conditional on any type of behavior. For example, if let's say you didn't work, let's say the woman didn't work and had no means of providing money for herself, and the man worked, and the man held the money over the woman's head because she can't get money from anywhere else. He is controlling her. He's saying you can only have money if you do this. You can only have money if you do that. Now, how does the woman feel about that? This is the same power a woman has with sex. The man can't go out and have sex with anybody else because he's made a commitment to you. So you can't use that as leverage. The same way a man can't use money as leverage. Even if you're tired, if you're not in the mood. I mean, if the guy is upset at you, should he still not buy food for you to eat and should not provide a roof over your head? Sex for guy is in the basic needs category. And since we can only get it from a woman, then that's all we can do from our wives. That's why men step out. It's a chain reaction. The woman's not in the mood to have sex. After a while, the guy can't handle not having his basic needs, and he gets a side piece that fulfills that need, right? So, ladies, if you're tripping over the shoe in the house, and that's the worst thing about a man, tighten up. That should not affect how you have sex with the man. Love him, have sex with him. And hey, you take care of your man first. You keep doing that. I guarantee the man will be like, oh, don't, she's tired. Let me put in some extra help and help her. But it's not a requirement. Once men feels that they have to do something in order to get something, it turns them off. It makes them not want to have sex with their wife. They still want to have sex. Guys need that because it's in our basic group, but now it becomes not with their wives. Now they are doing other things and stepping out because they can only have sex with their wives and she doesn't want to do it. What is he supposed to do? Change his behavior to have sex? That is really demasculating the man, emasculating, whatever the word you say that. Nah, ladies, tighten up. If you want a successful marriage, I'm telling you, have sex with your husband, get it in, all right? Let that not be an issue in your marriage because most of the marriage, 56% of couples that got divorced say that was the number one issue. So over half. So if you take care of that, if the guy's having sex all the time, he's probably happy. And he's probably going to be doing that stuff because he's happy and he just wants to get stuff off your plate. But it can't be the other way because he's going to feel like a chump. All right, I'm ranting, I'm going off, but there's a lot of lessons in here, okay? I'm not talking about my personal life. We're good, all right? We don't have this problem. Anywho, I talk to a lot of men and they tell me the same thing. Their wives want them to do all these things just to have sex with them. And it can't be like that. It can't be a requirement. Sex is not a reward system. It's not a currency. It's not leverage. Just like money and finances on the man's side is not a leverage or a way to manipulate his wife or get her to act a certain way. It goes hand in hand. I let this dialogue go on because I really wanted to expose how men and women think differently. And in the olden days, the women understood this. All right. Your grandma and great mother understand this, but these modern day women are very selfish and they're all about their needs. That love language is crap. Have sex with your man. I don't have time for all of that love language. Okay. Have sex with your man. Keep him happy. The man's going to make you happy. He's providing for you. He's got a roof over your head. You're, living your best life. Once you start going into all this stuff, you see more divorces. like, subscribe to the channel. I need your support. I need more. We're growing big. I'm getting a production staff. We spending money. We're making skits. We got a lot of things planned for 2023. So let's get it, man. Brent in Miami. We just one shoot taking this and then getting it. We ripping and running.